Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Aether Iron. And in the last stream, guys, we were able to do some of our first real jobs to try and build ourselves back up. And all in all, it went pretty well. We were able to do a train job, we avoided getting shot by a gang, and the honeybee is starting to get a little bit tougher, and we recruited Cress to the team as well, and her healing definitely came in handy. Now, we just finished our mission here. We've got the armor upgrade, and I've decided what we're going to do here is we got $196. We're going to spend $176, and I'm actually going to get Gia the machine gun for the honeybee. We need a stinger, you know, a proper stinger. So now we'll have a weapon for long range as well as short range with the shotgun. And I'm hoping that will be enough. And we can install the caltrops as well. So let's see if we can do that. There we are. So let's equip the machine gun. And that still gives us a weight of 10, right? The weight is +1. It's overweight though if we install the caltrops, which is a shame. But so I guess we'll just stick with the long range, short range weapon for now. Maybe we'll be able to actually upgrade the sedan, or just get a new car here eventually. Now we need to decide what we're going to do because we have a lot of different quests. Lots of missions. Deliver the message to the missing soldier because we were asked to go on this from his mother. And then the ghost in the rigging. So I think before we continue on with main story missions, let's get these side missions dealt with. And we'll head back. All roads lead to White Street at the moment. And where? Ah. This location is what? Locked. Or locked. Let's try Ghost in the Rigging. Oh, whoops. Aha! Hey, Draith.
The air's crisp, the sky's clear, and I've mostly tuned out the kids chirping. Everything's fine, till darkness begins to creep onto the road.
You keep saying you're not a pirate, but really, how different is a smuggler? You've got weapons, ship, secret island. You just need a talkative parrot on your shoulder to...
Got one already.
It must have been a direct hit from lightning. I checked the dash, looking for malfunctions. Sure enough, one of the hard points isn't responding. Damn it, we're hitting an aether storm. Hold on, kid. This is going to get bumpy.
Ooh, yay for Daredevil. 5 or better. Big Han Solo energy.
Another flash of light and the kid's door swings open as I begin to lose control of the car. I wrestle control of the beast and drop into a trench to keep us protected. You okay?
Yeah.
The girl's adventurous smile only falters when a sudden, violent gust shakes the car, pulling one of my weapons off like a vacuum cleaner from hell and sending it down the street.
Well, rip machine gun we just spent most of our money on.
Damn it, why that one?
Why that one?
Cheer up, kid. We're still alive and well, storms don't last long this far out. It should clear up soon.
How do you know?
I just do. Like a courteous dance partner, the storm seems to dissipate at my cue. I watch as it continues to waltz down the street, carrying my weapon and a vortex of trash with it.
I hate you, Storm.
Aren't we going to chase after it? You can't be a proper pirate without your cannons.
Nellie, I'm not a pirate.
Ooh, chase after the gun? Yes?
Okay, let's go.
Seaward ho!
Follow the signs of the storm.
I drive after the flying gun, following it until it disappears into a row of sickly houses slumped over a crumbling edge. They lean over the void longingly, contemplating the jump. Towards the top of one of the houses, a newly broken window draws my attention, its glass shards scattered on the street. Look, the glass hasn't been cleaned up or taken by the wind. Bet you our weapon flew through there.
Imagine you're just minding your own business and a giant car-sized machine gun goes flying through your window.
Oh, I hope no one was hurt inside. We should go check, even if it wasn't our gun. Make sure they're okay.
Nellie hops out of my car before I even turn off the ignition. She's up to the front door in a giddy flash. Hey, kid, hold on. Something isn't right. These houses weren't abandoned. Signs of life in some hung laundry or fresh trash made that clear. But where is everyone?
Oh, that is a hard gumshoe check.
Nellie, do you hear anyone? There's evidence of toys, but no children. I search window to window of the houses nearby. All are dark or have their curtains drawn.
I don't hear anything, but the wind is quite loud. Do you?
Nothing. Not a footstep or pin drop. The whole street is emptier than a ghost town without a tumbleweed.
Derp.
Just silence. Only the well growls, looming in the background like a massive, hungry shark.
Well, this surely won't be a trap.
All right, let's go in. But we need to be quick, in and out. Nellie hangs back, her enthusiasm vanishing at the smell. The culprit isn't easily identifiable. It comes from strewn blankets and piles of trash. Someone still lives here, and the telltale signs of serious illness seep out of every corner of the room.
This is just horrible.
It's why we consolidated into floating cities. The disease got to the ground and it seemed to stay there. Killed off livestock, most of the crops. Took a while before we could adapt and recover.
Okay, I was wondering why the cities were floating in the first place. I thought it was just the singularity.
But it continues to find its way where it's not welcome. Upstairs quick. We shouldn't stay here longer than we have to. The staircase complains at our steps, amplified by the eerie silence hanging throughout the rest of the house. Maybe they're already dead. We make our way into a sitting room, about where I expect the upper window to open into. Sure enough, lying in a loose pile of dead rags is the rogue flying weapon.
We found it.
Sure. Now let's get out of here.
Please.
I turn toward the staircase at a quick walk, but just as we make it out of the sitting room, there's a loud cough from across the hall.
Ignore it and leave. Shake your head. The
kid gives me a pleading look, her heart making a mess all over her sleeve.
What if they need help?
Nellie, we can't. We have to go. They're sick with the wasting, probably dead already. We need to go. The kid throws me the stink eye and about faces down the hall. Hey, wait! Careful! Slumped against the far wall are 3 blanket-covered lumps, melting into the floor and only distinguishable as alive by an occasional cough. One lump leans forward and blinks. The blanket falls off his head, revealing wispy patches of hair and blue stains covering a peeling face.
Papa Smurf.
I've never seen it get this bad.
It's too far gone, and there's nothing you can do. White Street probably has cleaners on their way already. We should leave before they show up.
I can help, Gia.
How?
How are you going to help? Look at them. Nobody comes back from that.
I know Aether better than anyone, and I know how to help with the wasting. A little. Anyway, please, just let me try. I don't think I'm at any risk.
The wasting picks its victims at random, but you never hear about it spreading to the body men down in the burn pits. It's not a foregone conclusion we'll get it.
Okay, Nellie, if you want to Arthur Morgan yourself, go for it.
Okay, Nellie. This is against my better judgment, but you can try. The adventurous spirit from earlier is replaced with a look of concentration, like a chess player about to make a move. She reaches into a fold of her dress, producing a small orange case. Flipping it open, she pulls out an ornate syringe and needle. Several pristine vials fill the case. You carry an orange kit around with you.
You really should keep yours with you, too. I'll have to find a spare later. Wouldn't want to be stuck without one.
Is that like a radiation kit?
Kid, those aren't all too common around here. Don't have one myself. Might be a while before you find another. The girl pauses briefly before continuing forward.
What's the use of having one if you don't use it?
Nellie. She spares me an eye and a set of pursed lips, challenging me to say that her attempt at saving these people was meaningless. Guess I don't have it in me. She roughly tugs the blanket off the man's arm before stabbing him with the needle. Very little bedside manner, but the man doesn't flinch. Nellie repeats the process with his wife and child, giving each a vial till her kit was empty. They might all be in the depths of too much misery to register the pain.
There. With any luck, that should do it.
The stricken family begins to stir, rising from their early graves. Whatever the kid gave them, that wasn't any orange kit. Definitely not something you could find at a clinic down here.
What? The pain is going away.
Shh. It's going to take a while before it takes full effect. You all need to rest now.
Science!
He looks us over with real understanding for the first time, noticing the weapon I'm carrying.
I'm sorry for your window, sir.
Was that yours? Smashed through the window a while back?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the window.
Don't be sorry. You wouldn't have found us if it hadn't flown through.
He struggles to his feet, pointing to a hunk of metal in the corner of the room. On second glance, it looks like an expensive part off a 33 Chaser, if a little worse from flight. Or landing.
Ooh.
You like that one? It's yours. We get junk flying into our place all the time.
Oh, jumping repulsors! Let's go! I was thinking about buying those too.
Much obliged.
I don't know what you did, but I can't thank you enough for it. Are we going to be okay?
In a jiffy. Just take it easy for a while, okay? And you might need to move.
Thank you.
We head out to somewhat fresher air. Nellie pauses to look out past the edge at the well.
Those people in the house. It's the well doing it, I think.
The wasting existed before the well. It's just a disease like any other, if a terrible one.
I don't think so. It's the Aether, Gia. They're too close to it.
Aether's all around us. If it was that, we'd all have the wasting.
We all have the wasting.
It's more than that. The well spits it out something awful. These people have been too close for too long.
That was a pretty potent orange kit you had. Didn't know they could work like that. They
Hey,
were
Wayne.
one step away from the crematorium.
It was a gift from a friend of mine. I guess I didn't know how special it was.
The Heights really has all the answers. Too bad they won't share any of them. I've backed the kid into a corner, and now she's lost without an out. She's good at heart. I should throw her a lifeline. I know that's not your fault, kid. I know you want to save them all.
I will. I promise.
You have any more of those miracle orange kits? They'd come in handy later.
Or do you know where we can get them?
No. That was the only one I had.
Curses.
Know where we can find some?
Well, if we visit the Heights anytime soon, but even then, the only person that had it, I think that was the last of it, Gia. I'm sorry.
We should get going. Come on.
Maybe we're not pirates, Gia, but I'm not sure you're just a smuggler either.
The observation sets up camp in my head and refuses to leave.
Woot. Okay. We still can't go over here yet, right? Barge pickup, small neighborhood. I think that's all main questline stuff. Let's continue with the ghost in the rigging. And also, let's look at our inventory here real quick. Well, we can get that jump a little bit later.
Thanks for the help, Gia. This research really is important. I'm glad you can see sense. Unlike that, Mr. Throg.
You're a mean one, Mr. Throg.
Hey, take it easy on him, okay? He's a good egg. And he's right about the well. You shouldn't have tried to go by yourself. She shuffles in her seat, adjusting like an agitated bird in a nest of thorns before changing the subject.
What you said before about ghosts? Where are we going exactly?
An old Aether rig still floating just off the edge. Nasty storm years back. Strong even for the well. Killed the whole crew. Though some still say their spirits keep it afloat.
Wait, you don't actually believe in ghosts, do you?
Oh, this is fun.
The vast hulk of the abandoned Aether collector rusts in the crisp air, its looming broken silhouette stark against the swirling mass of the well.
They're not just scientifically possible, Gia. What do I have to say to prove to you?
Shh. What was that? Lights in the mist, forms in the dark, and sounds in the silence. Science be damned. I can feel the dead. They're here.
I saw what looked like a big daddy there in the background.
Oh, please. There's nothing out there, Gia. The place is coming apart. Those sounds were just...
She sees it first, and I follow her line of sight where the fog pools heaviest in the gloom. There, from within the creaking metal and whispering winds, a specter appears.
You should not be here.
Wow. Heat. Okay, let's draw the pistol. We won't shoot them. Oh, whoops. Never mind. I dropped my gun.
Sliding through the mist, the thing appears within inches of my face.
Gia!
The foul stench of rot and decay ooze from the opening in the face of the golem. I'm forced back, pushing Nellie with me. The contents of my pockets spill out and into a crevice to be lost.
My monies!
Oh, so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you there. Just wanted to get a good look at you and make sure you're real. There are ghosts about, you know. Hard to tell who's real, who's not.
I can assure you that we are entirely real. I hope you don't mind this sudden intrusion.
Oh, no, not intrusion at all. We appreciate the company. Newsom here don't think he's seen another living soul in what, 6 months? It's a good thing I'm such great company, huh?
Well, you're handling it well.
The stench wafts with every jovial exclamation. My lunch rises with a fury in my stomach, but the revolt dissipates as the spirit wanders away.
Oh, wait, hello? Mr. Ghost? We won't be long. I was hoping to just take a look at the well.
Ghost? Oh no! Name's Roscoe, Chief Maliceman here on the Chamberlain. And please, take all the time you need. Newsom and the others appreciate having prettier faces than mine around.
I can't believe you thought he was actually a ghost. He's just an old Derrickman in a high-altitude suit.
I'm still not convinced.
At least he doesn't have a giant drill in his hand.
Now come on, let's get things set up.
Or could he be like that dude from Hellboy who's like gas inside the suit? Remnant. Interact.
The ghostly remnant of an old Derrickman weaves in place, his helmet emitting a warm, buzzing drone, somewhere between radio static and the crackling of the last coals of a bonfire.
You don't have to stare. I'm telling you, he's not a ghost. The dead can't talk, Gia. They don't have functioning vocal cords.
Hey, who turned out all the lights?
Stranger things have happened.
He's just a person. Probably been suffering the deleterious effects of living so close to the well. Sir, do you have headache and delusions?
Shh! I want to hear what the little lady has to say. I can't hear with you droning on about birds. What was that?
How are you still kicking out here all by yourself?
By myself? I'm not alone. We all take care of each other up here. All of us.
The Baron doesn't give you any trouble?
No. Mr. Broderick is quite kindly. Keeps us well fed. I only wish that man would shave. Yuck! Disgusting rodent on his face.
Broderick rings a bell. One of the old barons of New York. Not a name I'd heard since Zio told stories about the days of blood, when Eli first started taking territory and executing his rivals. And the well?
The well? The well? Oh! I've heard of that thing. A strong wind off New York shows up in the winter. Don't worry, young lady. Storms come and go, come and go.
Oh, he is way far gone.
Come and go burrows into my ear, nesting in the part of my brain concerned with old memories. A radio advertisement as a kid talking about how the well was nothing to worry about. You the only one keeping this hulk in the sky?
Not me. No. The Aether.
It's been, what, 30 years since this thing went out trawling? Without a refuel, the Aether levels can't still be enough.
Yes, they can. You youngsters, you don't appreciate Ethan. You didn't see it. When we first found it, it changed everything. The world became a circus. A magical circus.
It's amusing, at least for the first few minutes, hearing the old man talk about how the world changed, how circuses changed, but I don't have all day.
And as for zebras, no, you're right. You didn't answer about zebras. You wanted to know about vacuums.
I would like to know about vacuums and zebras.
Madonna help me.
You see, this old rig, she's just one big vacuum. Collects Aether even when she's sitting still. As long as I keep those engines going, she'll stay up here forever.
Who is that you're talking to?
You?
No, I mean when...
Shh. Newsom, the lady is talking. You were saying?
Never mind. My friend here is studying the well. We were hoping you might have some old records from what it looked like back when your rig was airborne.
Yes! Well, I was quite the dancer in my day. A real aficionado of the old ragtime. Of course, it was new back when I was on the prowl.
Pardon?
Oh, don't worry. I don't have any dance left in me. But I still have a few of the old records left.
Ooh, is Cress about to have a good time?
The man trudges to a small alcove made of detritus and rust, pulling out a box of records, most falling apart due to the moisture.
Rip.
Here, this one should still work. I hope you enjoy. You look like quite the dancer. Quite the dancer.
You know anything about Aether turning red?
No. I don't meddle with nothing like that. Too dangerous.
And there's the tell. Even through the static buzz, I can still hear the knot of dread catch in his throat. But do you know anything about it?
No. I told you. Not supposed to tell anyone anything. Shh. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell her. I remember what happened to Theodore. Couldn't keep that damn mouth shut. Stop pestering me, all of you. I'm not gonna say a word. A secret's a secret.
Thanks. This has been very, illuminating.
Anytime, youngster. You've been a wonderful student. You make me feel like a proud papa.
Well, that's just joyous. Shadowy catwalk?
My childhood superstition looms above like a meteorite, frozen in space, but always on the brink of crashing to the earth. Maybe there is something to what the scientist is saying. The motionless Aether rig stands as a lonely grave marker to a dead era, a eulogy to our first stumbling steps into the sky. Strange how Nellie seems so afraid of the thing. It's really no different than the sun or the moon. It just exists.
That's really cool looking.
Maybe it's memories of old stories, or the rusted corpse we're standing on, but the door strikes me with a dread reserved for a coffin lid. Who knows what ghosts lie sealed behind it?
Sweet.
Aw, hell. I never back down from checking the closet for monsters. I get out my lockpicks. Every click and twist, I hear nothing but the creak of metal. By the time I yank the door open, it's almost anticlimactic. The only shadows to find are a bundle of crates.
Components. Cool. Okay, we're officially full up on our gear.
Come on, help me set this equipment up.
There isn't much for me to do, but I think the kid enjoys bossing me around. Her self-satisfied smugness reminds me of how I felt when I first called my father William as a child.
I don't remember anything after that.
There. And can you move this? Now, these over there. Gia, that's glass. Just be more careful, please. One more thing. By the panel. No, the other panel.
Look where I'm pointing. Look where I'm pointing.
Eventually, Nellie stops giving orders, and I'm fossilized along the sidelines, turning into little more than a paperweight in a coat. This is a whole lot of, scientific equipment. What are you trying to build?
Well, in the absence of a Pfeiffer trap to collect the Aether in the air around us, I'll need to improvise.
You searching for white gold?
She accents her determination with a sudden drop of a crate full of junk I recognize from the various ditches and drains in the hole. The Radish King is splattered in faded paint along the side.
You really should pay more attention to the garbage lying around the hole. I found parts of a cyclotron just laying around. Oh, and a 1925 Hethelbaum cathode. I couldn't find any thorium, though. The experiment can work without it. Hopefully. But since we're on an old Aether rig, there has to be some around here. Think you can find some?
Impress.
Would called it winter greens down in the burrows. Everyone scavenged thorium, but it was easiest when the cold came since the ice wouldn't stick. All you'd see is olive patches dotting the snow.
Some of the finest ore in Azeroth.
We'll be lucky to find any after all this time. The thorium market is sizable, and this place would have had most of its supply stripped years ago. What's left is likely heavily oxidized anyway.
You're probably right. But really, any amount of it would help. I guess you'll have to find something that's been looked over.
I think back to cold December mornings scrounging old fallen islands, and a cache of bright emerald thorium-glazed ceramics that stood out in the snow. Wonder if the rig has any green cups.
Okay. So are we good? Find thorium somewhere on the rig.
Lit by windows, frosted with time, the elements, and entropy, the space between rancid wooden benches is pocked with abandoned plates and cups. No one has been here in ages. The grime along the floor and windows is thick enough to deep fry a whole pig. The kid needed a medal of some kind. Maybe this will do?
And...
based on their feel and color, the ceramic cups are no doubt glazed with thorium. Hopefully it's enough for Nellie's experiment.
Neat. Let's check some of these other locations, though.
The warped barrels are silent and will never fire again. Good thing, too. After a failed attempt at a raid in the countryside, Zio and I learned real fast that Aether rigs are best left alone. The gunhouse is dark, other than small beams of light filtering through old bullet holes. They don't reveal much, but from what macabre paint they do illuminate, I'd best leave, or disturb another ghost. There was one summer where we saw Zio off on a ship bound for the Congo. The captain allowed us on the helm for a peek, and I can't remember ever feeling more ready to explore the world. Unfortunately, the only adventure this mausoleum inspires is one that takes place entirely inside a dusty graveyard. There's barely anything other than mangled junk buried here. A well-worn captain's chair tilts sadly in the center of the room, disappointed at a life now stationary and unburdened.
Same.
Maybe just a quick... I gingerly sit down, bracing myself for the thing to collapse. It holds, and for a moment, I imagine soaring across the Atlantic to some foreign shore and away from here.
Hey, level up. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and raise our Daredevil up by 1. Oh, wait, we gotta... Gotcha. We got to go up this one first. But we now get +1 AP for every 3 HP missing from max health. That's pretty good. And let's raise up the Brainiac for Cress.
What do we have here?
A notepad. What does the notepad say? Oh, I can't even... Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and throw some of this stuff into Cress's flatbed. That actually might be the most ideal circumstance. Okay, there we go. Re-roll a failed gumshoe check. Alright, we'll put that in the glove box. How about that? We'll also put this in the passenger storage. That should give us plenty of room for anything that we find. Thank you, Cress. Sometimes it's really helpful to have a trunk.
Yes, you are the real one.
Oh, okay, nothing new.
Thanks. This has been very, illuminating.
Anytime, youngster.
Find anything?
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and give her the junk first. Oh, wait, hold on.
Not yet. There has to be something around here.
Oh, machinery.
One of the panels into the inner machinery of the rig repeatedly shifts in the wind, barely held down by a screw that likely wished its existence would end. A quick pull and the whole thing rends free, revealing a dark, seemingly endless cavity into the guts of the rig. Most of those guts, unfortunately, have been eviscerated beyond recognition. Damn it. This part's already been scavenged. I poke around the scraps of other scavengers, looking for anything that could possibly work. The most I find is a clump of something tarnished dangling from a mangled hose.
Negative.
I lean forward, hoping if I crane my neck just a little further. Is that? I lean in a bit more.
That's a snake.
Maybe if I can just... A sudden gust of wind knocks me off balance towards the cavity, and if not for a quick grip along the edge that cuts into my palms, I might have found a new home in the endless void below. Best not to tempt fate again.
Okay, that is everything. So it gave you multiple chances to get the thorium.
Find anything?
Key item? Let's give the thorium first.
Yeah, here. What do you think? Maybe you should be calling me Doc from now on.
Oh, and we gave the junk as well.
Oh, you found some! That's perfect!
With fast hands, the kid gets to work, bending, breaking, and binding her crate of junk with the small amount of thorium I was able to find. Is that...
It's not a real Pfeiffer trap, but it's close. It will help measure the amount of naturally occurring aether in the air. I should be able to compare the data with Lorenzo's aether constant to see what local saturation looks like.
I don't know. If there's enough ghosts here, we'll need a Spangler trap.
She bites her tongue as she focuses on what seems to be the last part of her little machine.
Then maybe we can get some insight on where the well is drawing all this extra mass from. And... done.
The box begins to emit a soft glow and whir like a carnival novelty attraction.
Now to wait.
More clicks, more whirs, more clicks, the occasional chirp. Not even the swirling chaos of the well seems interesting enough to alleviate the wait. I take it this basket of junk makes you miss home and all of its shiny, top-of-the-line gear.
No, hadn't thought about it actually. But I didn't need any of the fancy stuff for this. This is just, well...
She holds out her hands as if presenting her little machine like a talented ball-juggling seal on a circus stage.
This is just... simple.
Simple? So, any one of you could have roped some trash together and found out the world was ending down here?
No, that's not... You know that's not what I mean.
I didn't intend to put poison in that joke, but the girl seems to swell up all the same.
I don't know why no one's caught it. They should have. I should have. But I'm here now. You don't have to bring up that I'm from the Heights every time.
Okay. Was just teasing you, kid. I know you care. Glad he's keeping his distance. Makes me uneasy, him roaming about. I lob my eyes and chin towards the muttering man in a high-altitude suit. I'm not discreet, but I don't think he'd notice if I threw a rotten tomato at him.
Poor man. He has to have the wasting under all those layers. No wonder he's seeing things. He has to be in so much pain.
He is not certified fresh.
After all this time, he'd be dead. That head would be bright blue, for starters.
Unless maybe... We studied rare cases in Olympus Park. Patients who showed no outward signs of the wasting, but had gone mad.
Stock raving mad.
How'd you know they had the wasting then?
After they die, we'd watch an autopsy. The brain was... different. Changed. I had to leave before Dr. Monitz finished. I didn't like seeing a human person like that. All taken apart.
Got enough to go on?
Let's see... Oh, yes! This is perfect! Exactly what I needed to help continue my experiments.
Huzzah.
I do know my thorium. Nellie turns away from her machine, fresh plastered smile from the victory still smeared on her face. She gives a small curtsy.
Of course! I never doubted you, Lady Sif.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just a joke we'd make back home.
All right. So that is everything. Maybe...
Are we going back now?
Yes, you are the real one.
Thanks. This
Oh,
has
whoops.
been very,
Anytime, youngster. You bet.
Just want to see if there was anything else to talk about. But looks like we're good. Now, we still can't... I wonder what all the blue is for. Requires only Gia and Cress for the graveyard shift. Here, I want to see where that is on the map. Okay, that's for the barge pickup. Gotcha. And then... we also have... the loose thread. So what is the small neighborhood here? Should we go ahead and check that out real quick? Oh, wait a minute. I actually think that's where we need to go to talk to the soldier.
Oh, did you find him? What did he say? Is he all right?
nothing yet. I have some more questions. Did your son have any friends? Maybe someone you would have bunked with?
Oh, I'm not sure. There was one other boy, Johnny, but he was, at the parade grounds and didn't know anything. My son spent most of his time alone, reading and studying.
We've taken up enough of your time.
Oh, please find him.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah, still can't go anywhere else, and we can't go back to the parade grounds. The commercial district, Heroes Arch we were already at.
The barge we're using is a rusted corpse left on the side of the road, half buried in trash and waiting for someone to put it out of its misery. Two figures wave us into the shadows.
Cress, you brought her along?
Watch tone, Alex. She does good work. You even said so.
I had my mic muted, sorry about that.
One good deed means little. I hope you're right about her.
You know I can hear you right.
Ugh, don't mind him. Hi, honey. It's good to see you again.
We ready to go?
Yeah. Grabbed this morning. Plates, tags, all good. Had the permission papers drafted in the archive. Should pass at a glance.
Time to be nosy.
You two are a long way from home. How'd you get roped into this?
We need to do something. This is how we make things better.
His wife's earnest response freezes the snide remark lurking on his tongue.
They do the same for us. Even if not, they don't deserve to be there. Simple as that.
How'd you nick a whole barge out of White Street?
Carefully.
We took it off a driver who parks near the free home. He likes a drink before his shift.
He's still asleep. We finish this right, he'll never know the thing was gone.
Starting this job will prevent you from returning to the hull for a while. Oh. Okay. Maybe we need to go talk to Needles first. If this is going to keep us from the hull for a while. Sell that. Sell that. We still have the shotgun. I'm gonna keep that for a rainy day. And the one thing I'm kind of curious about is... Oh. I do like the fake license plate, though. Wonder if is that a permanent thing? I think that's probably just a one-time thing instead of a permanent. Oh, we also need to give Cress the record.
Gia.
Yeah.
Here. Got it from a ghost on the abandoned Aether rig.
This ghost better not be haunting this thing. Both hands on the wheel, yeah?
I wonder what the confident. Huh? Okay, honeybee. Oh my god, I'm a good thing that we did that. Yes, please. And then with the efficient repulsors is... compared to what? Wow, really? The jumping repulsors are actually... They give you the jump over a car, which is great, but everything else may be... AP plus 2. I think we're going to keep the efficient repulsors. And let's set the jumping, the caltrips, and the shotgun. Okay. Much better. Is there...
Hi, Gia.
How are you settling in?
You've been in the lowers a while now. Can't imagine it stacks up to what you're used to.
Well, it's different. I've experienced culture shock before, when I went from the uppers to live in the heights, but it wasn't quite like this.
Like what, exactly?
Everything's darker. There's so much smoke, and all the islands are just smushed together. You can barely even see the sun. Even the food tastes different. Maybe it's the brand, or the ingredients? I asked Pier 6 if they could bring some uppers candy in, but the import fees are unbelievable.
You said without your notes you'd have to start over.
Yes, but thanks to our field experiment, reconstruction of my notes has been progressing smoothly. With the readings we collected at the Aether Rig, I'd say we might even be ahead of schedule.
Huzzah!
I'll still need a proper lab. Can you believe the whole never used agricultural testing? No wonder the radish farm closed.
Somehow, I doubt it was high on the old Baron's list of priorities.
Goodbye for now.
I also want to talk to the captain. Maybe we need to go ahead and ask Cress some personal questions.
Hello, miss.
Oh.
Bye now.
I thought the captain would appreciate what we did. We'll go talk to Needles and see if it offers us the same thing of, hey, if you do this, you're not going to be back to the hole anytime soon, and then we can go from there. Junction 67 warehouse we were already at. Whew, that's a lot of clothes on the line.
It's always laundry day in the Raymond district. Sheets quiver around me like phantoms as I look for a ghost from my past. Needles Portnoy, a smuggler I have every kind of history with. Let's get this over with. Cress, know where I can find him?
He's set up in the apartments. Should be around if he's not running a job or out on delivery.
Needles always had a head for business. Used to tell me it kept his family happy. Made him look respectable when a smart mouth came up short.
So, this smuggler Needles, is he like you? Is he the Stormlord to your Cloud Captain, or is it the other way around? And is he called Needles because he...
You're overthinking it, kid. He's a tailor. He'd sooner stick you with words than get blood on his tools.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad then.
Bad enough. Just don't let yourself get suckered by a laugh and a pair of pretty blue eyes.
Silo 2. Ooh, we got a fence up here? Apartments.
Ammonia permeates the atrium, like a bad memory threatening to spill from an overfull basin. I step into a darkened alcove to catch a breath near a lethargic fan. Strange. I spare a wandering eye to look past the slow-moving metal blades and see a steaming coffee and half-eaten meal on the table next to a radio.
Boss, can you hear me? They're get out! The Joe's dead, and the oven's shut. The rest are... Boss? Boss? They've taken the second... They're right. If you can hear this, boss, it's been a good run. You were the brother-in-law I ever had. If you live, tell Z
I'm too busy listening with my ear against the door, I don't notice a growling coming from far above. A monstrous shadow paints the atrium, screeching as it dives downward, fire erupting from all sides.
Oh god. Sidestep that.
My reflexes kick in without thought. I dive behind a low concrete wall, thick enough to stop rifle rounds. A sleek black coupe screams away down the street, the short barrel of a Tommy gun disappearing back into its passenger window. An irregular line of fresh holes dot the side of an upper-floor apartment, just above where I was looking. I wonder if they found their mark. The bullet holes pierced into the brick of the upper-floor apartment look, from the street, like they spell out an expletive. Probably a warning. I climb the apartment stairs until I reach an open doorway. Leaning against the frame is a weasel of a man, shakily searching his pockets.
Can't be them, can it? They just...
He looks up as I approach. His face twists into a categorically false grin. I can almost see the slime dripping from his teeth.
Well, who's this? Must be my lucky day. Are you here for merchandise?
Merchandising.
Yeah, hand it over. I've got to get out of here. The 2 brain cells still operating inside the lizard man's skull engage in a tug-of-war right in front of me as he smiles, thinks, smiles, and thinks again.
Hold on. You're not a part of Ian's crew. Who are you?
Just some broad in the wrong part of town.
Well, if that's not what you're here for, then what are you here for?
What kind of legitimate business do you run, then?
I'm a procurer of fine goods. You might say I'm an importer and exporter.
Sure. 4th floor of an unmarked apartment building in Rainment. What exactly are you importing?
Fine goods.
Hey, a businessman has to keep a low profile around here. The, local authorities don't appreciate certain vices.
He winks. The gesture doesn't cause whatever effect he hoped for. I haven't seen you around White Street.
I don't go shouting my name off rooftops. Only people who know me are the ones I decide to know.
He's small time, trying to pretend he's a player. That suits me fine, so no reason to let on that I've noticed. I look him over. The grin is a constant on his face, but his hands rifle through his pockets, like they're looking for a lighter to burn a smoke he doesn't have. The edge of his hairline glistens with sweat. I saw a car drive by a few minutes ago. A few slugs tried to fill my dance card, but I'm guessing you're on the list to that particular soiree.
Who knows? All kinds of lunatics out there on the streets. Hey, did you get a look at the driver?
The laugh never meets his eyes. I can't say I did. Business partner of yours?
No, nothing like that.
He pauses and scans me toe to head. I half expect some greasy catcall before his eyes fix on the hard-learned lesson etched between my neck and temple.
Pardon my saying, but you've got a look about you. I don't suppose you're looking for work.
What kind?
I've got a little giggle water taking up space. It's already bought and paid for, just needs delivering. There'd be a chunk of the proceeds in it for you, of course.
Where's the drop-off? Could be I'm headed that way.
There's a little place in the commercial district. Has a back room that always needs stocking.
Eli keeps an iron grasp on liquor in White Street. Something about rusting the machine, turning good men into liabilities. So, legitimate restaurants cook more than meals to hide their back-alley income.
I'd bet you know it. Comfortolas.
Huh. Best veal parmigiani in town. Never pegged it for a speakeasy, but I haven't been in a while.
Sure is. Just ask for the cannoli. If he asks what kind, tell him porchetta. That'll get you in, if you're headed that way.
Porchetta cannoli? Ugh, that better just be a password. Otherwise, it's a crime against Sicily.
It did kind of furrow my brow a little bit.
So what's the rub? The holes in your wall don't draw a picture of safety.
Oh, that? You know how it is. All kinds of danger out there.
He's lying through his teeth.
Gumshoe!
Listen, friend. I don't need to help you, but I do need to know the truth. Why me? I'm sure you have a regular delivery boy. That was the right question. His lip twitches and he takes a deep breath.
Well, last shipment didn't exactly make it there. My usual driver's gone up and disappeared with it. Or without it. And I got a hunch that maybe I'm being watched.
Oh, hey, Deacon. The scientist, I don't know if she's with us right now, or she may be back at base doing research.
I'd say, judging from the festive wreath of bullet holes decorating your apartment, that it's gone past watching.
Yeah, probably just Whitecaps trying to send a message.
If they were after you, why wouldn't they just come break down your door?
Beats me. Look, all I know is Comfortola paid up weeks back, and I don't want to lose a good customer. Think you can handle it?
Running booze for some back alley yegg. Feels almost like the old days when I was just starting out. But a job's a job, and I'm in no place to turn down money on the table. What's my cut?
Confortola always tips well. He knows it's part of the arrangement.
Money up front, please.
Look, I don't know you from Adam. I'm going to need payment up front as a sign of good faith.
All right, I can't afford to lose a good customer. Cash up front, and you'll get your tip besides.
Oh, that's fair.
It's a deal then. I'll get the booze to Confortolas.
I knew you were the right sort. Are you ready now?
It might be worth preparing first. You can never tell what you might run into on the road.
We need to come back later because someone may be bleeding out in the apartments.
I need to prepare. I'll be back.
Fine, fine. Just don't take too long.
Okay.
White Street finds a use for every bolt or stitch, but even they can't save stuff that's been shredded by bullets and fire. Lithe footsteps cross my shadow, and I turn to startle a gangly delivery boy stuttering out apologies. He walks away, only nervous taps across the iron floor. A soft breeze runs through the lines like a toddler bouncing on a freshly made bed. The sheets quiver and flip, loosening a fancy textile piece tucked into a pillowcase.
Whoops.
I follow the line to a rusty old crank and give it a spin. Or try to. The handle gives a shake, but it's as stuck as a glued down bottle at a carnival game.
Well, we tried. We tried to steal. Okay, let's, There's the tailoring.
With all the laundries, fabric mills, and tailors in one spot, the island could have been a fashion powerhouse under any other barony. White Street keeps its styles strictly utilitarian.
Wait a minute. Where...
You're back. Are you ready for
I need to prepare. I'll be back.
Fine, fine.
Okay, well, I thought that was the building up ahead. I guess that might be somewhere else?
A shopkeep with glassy, placid orbs dodges the question and mutters how he must be around here somewhere.
Alright, hold on. Let's go back to White Street and see if that's on the map. Yeah. I guess it might be just the tailors?
Portnoy Tailoring. It was a warning to me and an invitation to anyone else. I brace for a slammed door when I knock, but the darkened windows spare me.
Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. I don't know.
I lock sight with blue eyes, each crease and wrinkle exactly as I'd memorized. I jump after him, but he always was a quick bastard. I lose him in the hung sheets like a snake in the grass.
Sneaky, sneaky.
The wind hits me with something nostalgic. The smell of a shared cigarette on a street corner. The taste of citrus soap along his neck, curtained by a sheet of laundry.
Damn.
I didn't think I still missed that crooked face. Needles is a sight better without the bandages, but instead of a grin, there's a scar that twists like ivy as he glares me down.
Cress, what's this, business? Or you here playing peacekeeper?
Yeah, it's business. But she's the one you gotta talk to. I'm here to make sure you don't shoot each other first.
No, not here. Gunfire offends the neighborhood. But I'm not 8-shot.
I grit my teeth. Needles never needed his 38 to make a shot.
Ooh, let's keep things cool.
Didn't come looking for a fight, Needles. Faster we talk, faster you get back to hawking counterfeit bags. Needles' mouth twists, but he doesn't draw.
Who's this?
Hello, I'm Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Pleasure to meet you. Gia said you were a past colleague of hers.
There she is, Deacon.
Colleague? That what she tell you? 8-shot also tell you?
Hey, Needles, you're talking to me. Nellie, give us a minute. Won't take long. We're given space. I almost regret it. Steps apart, but it feels like there's a hole in the world between Needles and me.
What the hell do you want, 8-shot? Didn't do enough damage last time? Come back for more?
Nice to see you too, Needles. Though this stench is making me question coming down here. I don't know how you stand it.
It's good for my complexion.
A hollow howl whips through the laundry tower behind us, filling the emptiness Needles and I share. I'm going to have to just rip off the bandage and ask him. Piotr, I'm here to cash in that favor you owe me. I need a job.
No. I see how it is. Rosie and Gil are gone, so I'm your only contact. Usually I'd love to clear a tab, except you nearly got me killed last time. Favor's canceled.
Oh, that's not how that works.
You want a name that doesn't care about life debts instead?
You should have stayed away. I don't need more ghosts haunting me.
His eyes pinch, seconds away from slamming the door and walking out of my life a second time, until something catches him. Half a minute passes before he exhales.
Good shot, though. Okay, I have something. But after this, we're through. There's this big White Street reception for the Barony bigwigs. We play dress up, sneak in, grab some documents, get out. No one puts on a second face like you.
Oh yeah, I think they definitely were a couple back in the old days.
This like the Peacock show? Ugh, that dress pinched. I barely fit into it.
Pinched? It fit perfect. Until someone decided to stash some pricey bottles under it.
Who downed half the bottle on the way home?
Hey, I deserved it. Those clowns had knives, ripped my new suit, had to throw it out. Anyway, this time we'll be dressed as White Street officers. No pinching.
You don't think your mug's trusty enough to pull it off alone?
Don't kid. You know you always look sharper in uniform. I need someone to watch my back. Whitecaps are hawks.
Again, we're interrupted by the low howl of the laundry and the snapping of clothes held captive by the breeze. Too many lonely nights imagining this conversation run through my head. None are helpful. We haven't talked since that day with Zio. I still think about it.
Funny. I try not to.
And then there was nothing more to say. I don't like it. I've worked with smugglers I like a lot less, but none of them scrape open memories like Piotr. But he's right. I need the work, and he's the only contact on White Street I have left. I'm in, but I need details. Where are we going? What are we grabbing? How much trouble are you getting me into, Needles?
We have so many jobs.
The newly refurbished Santa Anita Lodge. Battle maps. And boatloads. The gala's a top brass affair. This means we gotta blend in. Don't wanna draw fire.
All right. Sounds doable. But if you're getting me into that much trouble, I want payment up front.
Okay, but only half. For the inconvenience fee. Gonna need supplies, another uniform, another invite.
Talk him up. Come on there, smooth talker.
Last I checked, you were the one doing me a favor. 75%.
The job's the favor. You're lucky you're getting that much. I could be talking to the bootleggers instead.
No, you wouldn't. You're too picky to work with small-time stiffs. And you're not stupid enough to run a high-risk job with someone you don't trust.
Funny enough, You're a stiff that I'm not too sure I trust.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. You said it yourself. No one can put on a better second face. You aren't going to find anyone who can do that and put up with your crap. For a second, we're as still as a frozen body of water, until something suddenly flits to the surface. Needles grins.
Deal. 75.
Cool. Ooh, $300. I like that. Travel to a meeting point. Okay, I'm still a bit, like... Track. I have no idea where that mission is.
What?
Let's go ahead and go ask some questions from Needles, and then we'll decide kind of what we're gonna do here.
Not a lot of smugglers risk White Street. Fabrics aside, didn't strike me as your kind of haunt.
It's not. But a lot of smugglers have other options. After what you pulled, I didn't. Had to find less picky clients.
Oh, awesome, Deacon. I'm glad it did.
So Eli hasn't given you any trouble down here?
I'll run if I see smoke. Besides, place has its perks. Smoke shop's got my favorite brand, and the deli down the street's got the second best bagels in the city.
The second best?
You still doing work for Cress?
What's it to you? We don't share custody.
Oh, it's just a question, Needles. She's my friend, too.
Yeah, you are. And yeah, I do. She referred me to some aethoneers. They don't pay a lot, but they're always on time.
That's it?
That's it. What? You digging for something else?
Eli's ramping up the war effort. You're young, healthy, and mean enough to pass as one of his goons. Why hasn't anyone tried throwing you in the trenches yet?
I stitch uniforms.
Paperwork. The forms say the owner of Portnoy Tailoring's a 62-year-old widower.
Uh-huh. And when they stop by in person, you'll do what? Throw on a wig and makeup?
I try to be out. Otherwise, I play visiting grandson helping Portadushka.
My eyes traced the scarred line across his face. I hadn't wanted to look at it when it was fresh. Part of me still didn't want to. Any retaliation from Valentine's goons?
No one who could finish carving my eye out. You?
Yeah. I don't know him the endless number of would-be Avengers I've had to point a barrel at.
50th. Don't be late.
Righto, righto. Okay. Let's go back here. New location. Outside the lodge. Ooh, yeah, it's a fancy to do. Am I just not seeing this building other than the fences? Did I miss the opportunity to go inside, maybe? I wonder if that's bugged.
You're back. Are you ready for the run?
Okay. We're taking some contraband. We're gonna put it in the trunk.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Here's your front. Get there quick. The booze is already late.
It'll get there.
Okay. I don't have concealed storage. I don't think I do. Is there anything in Cress's car? Passenger, trunk. Yeah, only in glove box, and we don't have anything. We can't stick... Unfortunately, we can't stick a cask of moonshine into the glove box. Oh, travel to... Oh, that's okay. So talking to him was the person. I'm sorry. I'm a genius. So where are we going? Ooh, commercial district. Let's go. Let's be cool. Panic!
Traffic's backed up for several blocks. Before I realize what's going on, I'm stuck headlight to tailpipe in a slow stampede of cars, all heading inexorably toward a white-cap cordon. There's no way out but through.
Sorry for the inconvenience, miss. We're searching every car coming through today. If you wouldn't mind stepping out.
I'd rather not risk the search, but I'm not sure I have a choice. I could try talking my way past him. Or... that cordon isn't covering the whole street. If I gun it and steer into the gap, I might be able to get through before the Whitecaps can react.
Man. So we need to roll a 7 or better. Alright, fingers crossed, guys. I'm not hopeful about this, but... Oh! Good. Good.
Oh, sir, I'm in a terrible bind. Could you help a girl out?
I hate to see a lady in distress. What can I do for you?
My brother is an officer in the brigade. Today is his birthday, and I'm supposed to stop by his favorite bakery for the cake. He doesn't get much leave, you know, but the bakery closes soon, and I'm afraid now I won't make it in time.
You're right. We hardly get any leave time at all. Have to make the most of it.
His eyes give the car an exaggerated scan before gracing me with a wink.
I've given this vehicle a thorough search. You can be on your way.
So thorough.
I flashed the Whitecap a smile that would win the blue ribbon at a confectionery fair.
Have I ever watched Roll for a Sandwich?
Thank you so much. I won't forget your kindness. And with that, I'm on my way. It pays to remember that most everyone wants to see the good in others. Even strangers, even soldiers.
No.
I'm almost to Confortalas when I notice the cars behind me. Zio once told me, if someone behind you takes the same 2 turns, it's a coincidence. If they take 3, it's an attempted murder. They've been well back from me before now, but they've closed the distance. It's time to act.
Ooh, outthink the pursuers? Oh, barely. We needed a 7 exactly.
Street thugs and muggers expect easy targets. I've never been one of those, and I don't mean to start now. I remember this road, and what's on it. I lay on my accelerator and scream around a turn, banking into the parking lot of an ice cream parlor. I park out of view and watch my tail scream by. Got a few minutes to kill before getting back to it. Rocky Road sounds good.
Oh, I have seen that guy. Yeah, who rolls randomly on the sandwich. I've seen a few reels of him. Did we avoid combat? Excellent. Tinker Repairs. View the wares.
Tinker's Repairs and General Goods is a well-known front operation. The dusty wares they have on display are purely for show. The real action is in the back. If you have the right rep, you can find anything a good smuggler needs.
Need something?
Show me what you've got.
What are you selling?
These goods are a steal.
Another machine gun. Light armor. Heat-proof shielding. Small... okay. Ooh, small concealed storage compartment. Yes, please. I need that. Money well spent. Cool.
Keep on the straight and narrow, friend.
Here we are, safe and sound. It's been years since I last came here with Zio. Confortola built a reputation on the best nosh outside the old country, and I can still taste the garlic.
Damn it, I want Italian now.
Randazzo!
You know who I am?
I know everyone in this town. Are you back for the veal? Maybe the meatballs?
I came here a few times with Zio, but I never talked to the proprietor. Can't help but wonder if Confortola had more of a relationship with my uncle than I was aware.
Well, what tempts you?
Let's get some info on Zio.
I wish I could remember Zio's favorite dish. Was it bagna cauda?
What? You think your uncle was some kind of Frenchman?
I heard when he was young, he'd eat just about anywhere.
Do not speak ill of the dead. Your uncle was mio fortuzzo. He'd have shot you as soon as look at you if you suggested...
The mask slips, crunching between his teeth as he chews the edges. Confortola was even closer to Zio than I suspected. Just a joke, Confortola. He always said anchovies were sewer fish.
You got me. Leave it or and that's so.
Last time I was here, I got the most delicious arancini. Are they still on the menu? An image of Zio flashes through my mind. He was angry about the Whitecap crackdowns making every run into a maze, and us, the rats. I remember when Zio saw those come out from the kitchen. Years fell off his face. Probably brought him back home, even if only for a moment.
Oh, if it weren't so hard to find a decent mozzarella here.
He winks conspiratorially.
But for a randazzo, I'm sure I could scare some up.
Huh. Zio must have really meant something to him. Any new dishes since the last time I was here? I remember that night. It was a hot summer in more ways than one. Eli had started losing his wars, losing back territory. In frustration, he turned his attention to his own dwindling streets. It's been a while. It was a tough trip out back then. Had to bribe every street corner for safe passage. I'm too lost in the memory to hear his reply. Come again?
I said your Sicilian great-grandmother would slap you from heaven if she could. New dishes? Why make new dishes when we already have everything we need?
Right. Sorry for asking.
And about that...
I'm here for the special cannoli, with the porchetta. His jovial demeanor never slips, despite the more serious change in topic. That's a talent rarely possessed outside of my line of work.
You're just in time. We are running low on ricotta.
I'm always happy to keep the ricotta flowing.
Ah, fellow cheese enthusiast. I'll get my boy 2 rabbits from the car. A token of my appreciation. And one more thing. I always like having guests around who enjoy the finer things in life. If you ever need a place to lay low for the evening, you'll have a place at my table and a bed in the back room.
Oh, cool.
Much obliged. How could I say no to your veal parmigiana?
So, it was the veal after all.
Sweet. Oh wow, we're like 1 point away from leveling up. Okay, that's a successful... Oh. Yep, new safe house. Small neighborhood, grand promenade, barge pickup. Still can't get over there. Must wait. Let's get back to the hole. And upgrade the new storage compartment. Also, I forgot to talk to Cress. Small storage compartment. Let's replace that with the... Yes, indeed. Much better. Is there anything that we need to... Can we put in a... Oh! Yes, we can. There we go. Waste not, want not.
What do you need?
How'd you get this garage started anyways?
Saved up some pennies while working someone else's garage. Eventually, I found this place and bought it for a song.
Yeah? Let me guess. Cole Porter. Bet you got a lovely singing voice.
Very funny.
Seriously, if you had a good thing going, why give it up? Why take a big risk down here in the hole?
I really got to explain that to you, of all people. I wanted my own space, Gia. My own business. So what if it crashes and burns? I earn my own money doing what I'm good at. And damn anybody who tries to stop me.
Live and die by your own terms. Oh, there's a kitty up here. I just noticed.
Fair enough. And you are good at it.
Too damn right I am. Now, was there something else you wanted?
I would like to pet the kitty.
You ever miss the aethoneer life?
Would you? I wake up and my time is my own. I get to see the stars at night.
Sure, but your family, your friends? You must have some good memories.
I don't know. Yeah, there were happy times. Playing wrench ball with the other kids. Listening to music with my folks. But we had to fight for every little moment like that.
As she recalls her upbringing in the free homes beneath the city's islands, Cress's face takes on a solemn focus, like she's holding a hand over a candle flame to protect it from the wind.
Yeah, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You grow up an Aether rat. You grow up hoping someday you'll make it out. And you keep that hope alive, no matter what. Drive safe.
Alright, she didn't kill us, so that's good. I appreciate that. Alright. So, I think we need to go ahead and do Cress's job first before we do anything with needles. That just seems to be the better of the two options. I'm still just trying to click on that. I'm like, ugh.
We ready to go?
Yeah. Grab this morning. Plates, tags, all good. Had the permission papers drafted in the archive. Should pass at a glance.
Let's go.
Cress, time to go.
Get back safe. We'll bring everyone home.
Aw, thanks, Deacon. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, and you too. Be safe, please. We don't need anything happening to the both of you.
Or at least not Cress.
They unveil a hatch behind a pile of dirt and steel. Within seconds, they're gone.
Gia.
Most of the time, Cress has a hardened shell, prickly to some, impenetrable to most, built to protect against the world. She turns to me, defenses up, but a vulnerable seriousness radiating from her.
I'm not leaving those people stuck in that hellhole. You're running interference. I need you to get me there and get us all out again. If anyone sees us, it could blow the whole thing.
Don't worry, Cress. I'm on the clock.
Cool. Barge loading point. Ooh, we got a side street to go through?
I'd hoped for smooth sailing, but the lone guardsman up ahead poses a problem. He's bored, waving his gun around like a toy, looking for anything to make the night more exciting. He spots me. Damn it. I can see the barge moving up the ledge of the island, nearly within sight of the guard post. I have to keep the heat off us.
Alright, upgrading Smooth Talker was a good call. Now let's go ahead and increase Daredevil. Right? Oh, I guess I could have done that with all of them. Well, it's okay. That's what I was planning. The next up will be Smooth Talker and then Gumshoe.
I'm no damsel, but I do my best impression. I mess my hair, widen my eyes, and drive up to the guard. Sir, help. They're after me. Bandits, thugs, evil men. They're right behind me. I only just escaped.
Oh. Let's take time from her performance and... New combat action, convert remaining AP into health, healing up to vehicles' max health. Oh god, that's awesome. Mass repair, heal adjacent friendly vehicles 1 HP. Ooh. I kind of like this one a little bit better.
The guard shoots me a grin more bloodthirsty than reassuring. He thanks me before sprinting off to rain vengeance on my imaginary attackers.
Nice work. We're through.
A sudden inferno catches my eye. The glint of polished boots and oiled rifles reflect the devilish light as White Street thugs ransack a storefront on fire, its wares spilling into the street.
Burn the contraband! Find the traitor!
A shopkeep steals away from a back window, carrying a bulging sack over his shoulder. His leg catches the sill, and he falls to his face. Guards are rounding the corner, seconds away from spotting him. Cress, I might have to make a detour.
What's wrong?
I have to help someone. Won't take more than a minute.
Don't you blow this, Chia.
I'll try not to.
It's a gamble, but a man's life is in the balance, and I figure I can tip the scales. I slam the accelerator, bursting around the corner and through the guards, tearing a path past the cars and into some side street. The Whitecaps give pursuit, but their lumbering rides weren't made for tight corners. I catch a glimpse of the shopkeep's shoe as he jumps the fence and makes good his escape.
Chia, where you going?
I got it under control. I shake my pursuers with a few clever switchbacks and downward dive before making it to where I started. A bundle sits nicely where the shopkeep had recently escaped.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we will, Oh, regular cigars. Thought we got a thing of contraband.
Well, would you look at that?
Damn it, Chia. That was too close.
We're fine, Cress. No worries.
I load my car onto the barge and take over at the helm. Garbage day has no exceptions in White Street. We arrive right on schedule and the guards wave us through without a second glance. An enormous inverted headstone. The tomb is a grave marker for hope. The only way out is down. Nothing and no one gets out, unless they're dropped to the earth thousands of feet below.
Oh, what a cool design for a prison.
The clock ticks. Cress and I wait in a darkened bank of smoke and cloud. 10 minutes late.
They'll show up. Just watch for their signal.
I massage pins and needles out of my thighs while we sit, unmoving. It's only a matter of time before someone comes around to ask questions. Cress, get down!
Get down!
Cress ducks under the dash while a massive shadow swoops alongside us. A groaning barge burdened with thousands of pounds of waste, driven by a man oblivious to our cold sweat.
Hey there, slow day, huh?
Yeah, just waking myself up.
Hey, oh, I get it. Nobody's busting you for taking a 5. I was just taking a break myself. Mind if I join you?
Something shines in the darkness behind him. The signal? My heart's in my ears as I figure out how to move the barge captain along.
Get rid of him.
Warn him you saw intelligence officers around, just tell him to slack off elsewhere.
Word of advice. I spotted officers circling the area. They won't take kindly anyone slacking on duty.
Intelligence officers? Here! You're pulling my leg. It's been quieter than a cemetery.
Just up on the east ledge. Probably planning a surprise inspection. I'd beat it.
Good tip. Take care, friend. They'll ticket you for anything. Dirty magazines, parking, painting your neighbor's dog green.
The barge pulls away and Cress unhides herself while I hunt for the glint of signal light.
Why would you paint the dog green? I saw...
Cress, there's the chute.
Yeah.
A pencil-sized light in the mouth of darkness. Adrenaline and hope are the only things keeping the aethoneers from losing what precious grip they've got on that chute.
That's them. Go!
Wait, searchlights first.
Oh. Whew. Just 7.
The barge is a heavy dance partner, but with me leading, she moves with the grace of a ballerina. We leap from shadow to shadow, dodging out of sight until we land near the chute. We pull up on the tomb and look up into the darkness like gravediggers plundering the ancient world. Except the weathered limbs, calloused fingers, and gaunt faces in this sarcophagus are very much alive, waiting for us with anxious vitality. Get in!
On it! Lucy, help Owen down!
I don't know how long they were clinging to the chute, but I hear relieved groans and shouts as several bodies thump onto the bed of the barge.
Thank you, miss. Any later and we would have been grounded.
Don't thank me yet. We still need to get clear. Cress, where are we heading?
Far bank. Good job keeping them off us, Randazzo.
We're trying. We ain't out of the woods yet, though.
The tomb's guards buzz around looking for us like angry wasps defending their hive, but we're safe from their stingers. For now. We ditch the barge at the harbor, hustle the aethoneers into our cars, and make tracks.
And we can't stick them in the storage compartment. Oh, that's going to open up that other section, isn't it?
Here!
Cress points to a wall of nothing but discarded machinery. But then, I see it. A small aethoneer symbol. The hidden door opens before I finish hiding the cars. Paupers must be watching.
Gia, no matter what, stick close. I mean it.
Where are you taking us?
Home.
Prisoner transport added to inventory. Ooh.
Cress is my only point of reference as we navigate the Undercity. A maze that winds and bends in the dark blue light flittering through gaps in the brick and machinery. We reach an unmarked door.
Watch your eyes.
A hidden cityscape, bathed in aether light and rhythmic machine sounds, spreads out before me. I exhale an appreciative whistle while I blink the dots from my eyes.
Not what you were expecting.
Cool.
This is amazing.
We've had a few decades to figure it out.
Long embraces, teary faces, and inside jokes coax tired laughter out of the aethoneers as they reunite with their friends and families. I can't remember the last time I talked to my folks like that. Not since Zio died. The tomb had aged them, but the promise of safety rolled back the years, returning them and their loved ones to better times. You all right?
I'm better off than them. They've escaped the tomb, but they're still prisoners. We'll have to beg another Baron to take their contracts, and then this whole thing starts over.
You got them out, Cress. Everyone got to walk away. Sometimes that's the best outcome.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Cress?
Hey, is Owen settling in okay?
Yes, thanks to you. He'll be fine. We all will. But, I'm actually here to tell you Iron Hand's looking for you.
The aethoneers around us stare sympathetically. Some even shrink away with looks of guilt.
Gia, I have to deal with this. If I'm lucky, it won't take long. Stay here.
Arkstad. Oh, Alex and Maria, Sam, Aether Rat Kids, Pitchpenny. Okay, let's...
Aethoneers start young. They learn to take your car apart long before they develop their whitewashed eyes. A pitter-patter of coins clink across the metallic streets. I watch as a group of aethoneers take turns pitching coins at a tiny basket on the wall. Room for another? Despite a flicker of wariness, my arrival with Cress must have bought me enough goodwill. I get calls for good luck as I line up my shot. Like a bolt from Zeus, my coin hits the basket dead on. I get a clap on the shoulder and a hat's worth of winnings.
Oh god, $20. That was a big hat.
The game of pitch penny's still going, filling the hat with a fresh pool.
Can we keep on... Ow!
I throw a curveball and go too hard and too wide. I duck as the wall launches my own coin back at my head. The rain of coins slows, the group thins, but one of the stragglers waves me over, inviting me for one final game.
2 out of 3. Come on, Gia. There we go.
Practice makes perfect. I feel the exact point to throw, the exact force I need, but a speck of dust catches my nose.
Oh. I think that was the wrong dialogue. Okay, visit the garage? Maybe here in a second.
The negotiations were making progress. Ah, you must be Giovanna. Gia, I'm told you prefer. Sam Lowe, president of the Undercity League.
Oh, that's Iron Hand. Okay.
The so-called rats might get looked down on, but even the barons had to pretend to play nice with the Undercity League. Samuel Ironhand Lowe represented every Aethoneer in New York.
I have to thank you. You kept our Cressa alive today.
He sticks out his hand to shake. A genuine smile follows. The man's warm, inviting. A memory of Pop showing us our new sweaters on Christmas morning floats up from the recess of my mind.
He's got Papa Bear energy.
Surprised you know me. What have you heard? My name's taken some hits. Depending on your racket, it's usually passed around either with caution or horror. He turns towards me, thumbing his suspenders, and gives me his whole attention.
Good things. Our friends Alexander and Maria, and Cress here too, describe you as someone to rely on.
That's it? His eyes drape over me like a warm blanket, wrapping me in an understanding look. He knows. He knows all of it.
This city is filled with stories, Gia. I've heard them all. What I've found is that the only ones worth paying attention to are those happening right now. And your story right now is quite exciting.
What's the Undercity League doing in White Street?
Negotiation. White Street's been so busy with their war that they've neglected their duties. Eli is still obligated to provide every basic necessity to his Aetho engineers.
Your negotiations have gone nowhere, Ironhand. The shortages, the imprisonments, the Terriers having free reign over contracts. you're begging for scraps.
Damn, Cress.
Don't downplay our progress now. More food, medicine, and parts. Even some years shaved off contracts. Negotiations might not be as flashy as a prison break, but they make a difference.
You didn't see them in the tomb. They couldn't wait.
And now how many more will be rounded up, locked away? How many terriers will be down here intruding in your lives, looking for those you freed, adding more years to contracts? Eli is not made of stone. Even he's capable of compassion. He could have been talked into seeing his judgment was too hasty. Now he'll harden himself.
I so could have seen Rob Reiner play this character if this was a movie.
You give him too much credit.
He will regard every one of us as a potential accomplice.
He's never gonna change his mind, no matter how much ass you kiss. He was stringing you along. You're still just a rat. We're all just rats.
I am certain your friend here, even in her line of work, is familiar with making compromises with the Barons in order to succeed.
Ooh. Side with Sam or side with Cress? Oh, man. I think we're going to side with Cress, though. I understand it's pragmatic, but we're going to support our friend.
A Baron will try to pull one on you every chance they get. It's in their nature. We don't do ourselves any favors playing by rules they just laugh at.
I have this argument with someone regularly. I'll tell you what I tell him. You can't make a car fly with a cracked engine.
I've got a roll of tape that says otherwise. But I know, life's not a car, even if it'd be easier if it worked like one.
But what's done is done. Cress, I may not agree with your methods, but thank you. Thank you for helping them escape. I will take care of the rest.
What are you going to do? Eli's probably heard about the prison break by now. He's probably got patrols up and down the barony looking for them.
What I do best, negotiate. Our newly liberated friends will need new homes, quickly. I know barons who will buy the contracts. People who are not unreasonable. But Cress, next time remember, there is always a risk when you charge at the Lion's Head.
With that, the venerable Iron Hand leaves us, sharing friendly smiles and kind words with those he passes. Cress, on the other hand, goes slack.
That could have gone a lot worse.
Look at them. They believe every word of it. That this time the negotiations will work. They shouldn't have that hope.
You all right, Cress? That didn't seem like the first time you've gotten a talking to.
Iron Hand's not a bad guy. Honestly, he overworks himself, trying to keep the rest of us afloat. I understand it, but he makes it hard to argue back.
The more I look at Cress, the more I see the sway on her feet, the way she keeps massaging around her prosthetic limb. Either the job or the chat with Iron Hand was catching up to her. Ready to head back?
Not yet. I want to stop off at the Department of Contracts.
Ooh, the Department of Contracts. Let's check the busted knuckle. We got plenty of money to spend.
The cold, barren walls, rich smell of oil, and familiar clank of tools quickly announce this building's purpose. A garage like this is a smuggler's best friend. Nondescript, affordable, and discreet.
What you got? Crew. Oh, there's a showroom. We can buy vehicles. Coupes are extremely mobile with exceptional AP, minimal health and storage, and can be fitted with light weapons suitable for long-range single-target damage. Oh, wow. That's really cool looking. It doesn't have a whole lot of... yeah. Armor, a one light weapon, or no, two light weapons. I kind of like the B. What about the wheelless carriage? Super heavy duty. Well, if we go full Smokey and the Bandit, this might be our snowman vehicle. Ooh, with heavy weapons, too. And a lot of armor. Oh my god. Neat. Let's talk to Alex and Maria. Oh, there is a button that, like, points out everything. That probably would have been nice to play around with earlier.
I hear Alexander and Maria's voices drift over from the shop. Despite their hushed tones, it's not hard to guess the source of their concern.
Not good. They need food, bandages, water, but we're stretched so thin as it is.
It can't be helped. They're family. We'll find ways to survive. It's what we do.
I never wanted to bring our child into a world like this. I didn't want them to just survive. I wanted more. Better than what we have.
Lexi, we'll get through this. We're going to make a better world together. For all three of us. We still have options. Don't give up hope yet.
I'm also a loan shark, besides a smuggler.
Alexander rests his head on his wife's shoulder. They're lost in a few moments of peace. Just the three of them. Whether it's the quiet or the exhaustion, there's no anger when my presence intrudes.
Topsider, you pulled through.
Thank you, truly. When we lost them, we almost... You don't know how many spirits you've lifted. Thank you.
Cress was the one running the show. I just did what she asked.
She's been a good friend to the community ever since Eli's last purge. I hope we can return the favor one day.
Maria lets out a yawn deep enough to betray several sleepless nights. You folks look like you could use some rest.
Rest? Who has time for rest? The Terriers say double shifts will end when the war ends. It's been this way for years.
It didn't used to be this bad, even for White Street. But after the bombing at Santa Anita, the priorities changed.
Eli took off the sheepskin, that's what changed. He was looking for an excuse to go back to war and dragged us with him.
Ooh, they're a store, too.
White Street's always been a powder keg. Can't imagine it any different down here.
You think Terriers, contracts, and long hours are new to us? We're taught the terms from birth. But it used to be livable here. Clean water, islands that didn't flip barrens every few months. We took care of ourselves.
Even topsiders were friendlier. There was this one older lady, owned a pool. Sometimes she'd let Lexi and I go at night.
Maria?
And that's how we have the baby.
And swim. We could keep the lights off and no one knew we were there. She died not too long ago.
The new owner tried to report us first time we showed up. It doesn't matter, the space was requisitioned for military purposes sometime later. Everything for the war effort.
I overheard you talking. Something about making a better world? That made ripples in whatever bubble of peace they had. A subtle glance, a flash of worry, and silent debate passes between the two of them before the tension drains.
You see how we live? Our children shouldn't know how to use a wrench before they know how to walk. I want to teach a child more than taking apart generators. How to make music, how to swim, how to wind skip.
Do you remember when you taught Kelly's boy how to skip stones? You two stayed up all night.
That boy, clumsy but determined. Couldn't get more than 2 bounces no matter what I taught him.
Aw.
I reach into my pocket and pick out a few flat stones. I make sure there's eye-catching patterns and colors, the kind I would have snapped up as a kid. Here, blue ones from the burrows. Could probably spin a story off that.
Skipping stones. You keep these on hand?
I like to have them handy, just in case. Alexander smiles softly, holding my gaze as he pockets the stones like he's handling a wrapped parcel.
Thank you.
You see any runaways in the Undercity recently? One named Alfie?
And why would we tell you if we had?
Alexander. She's already helped us when no one else could.
He's so defensive. I understand, though.
We don't want to hurt him. His mom wants to know he's safe. We're just trying to help.
Nellie's been very quiet during this whole thing.
I guess you really are a bleeding heart, Gia.
Down a crowded alleyway, I watch a white-cap patrol go by. Too fast to notice me, but only just. I need to be quick here.
Hello.
Oh.
A percussion trio of fidgeting hands, tapping feet, and shallow breaths play a jazz number heard most by those on death row.
What can I do for you, miss?
You can stop worrying your mother so much is what you can do. Hiding in some tunnel, shirking your responsibilities, scaring your mother half to death.
She folds her arms over her chest and glowers. Nellie, do you need a minute?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Some people just don't know how lucky they are to have a mother who cares about them.
Did you just stumble across this one while you were walking around?
He was crying down an air shaft, and we stumbled across him, clogged the whole thing.
He must have been stuck for nearly a day in the dark. Heartbreaking, really.
Your mother sent me looking for you. She gave me this to give to you. A tear glimmers on his cheek.
She can't know I'm here.
What?
She can't know. Mama always wanted the best for me. If she knew I was hiding with Aether rats, she...
Oh, Cress.
He looks at his feet, clearly embarrassed. If he was going to become one of the aethoneers, he'll have to break that habit quick. Seems like you don't mind insulting your hosts.
I didn't mean anything by it. I'm trying. Oh, man, I don't think Mama could bear it.
Couldn't bear you lowering yourself to our level?
I was supposed to go to university. I was supposed to be...
Better than Aether rats? One real day of work down here and maybe you lose that idea of yours.
Oh, Cress's morale has increased.
What was it? Didn't want to burn islands and shoot kids? Or were the boots too tight?
Not a kid. It was my first day out. I never killed someone before.
The soldier hangs his head off his shoulders like a tattered necktie. This city chews up everything good and spits out raggedy imitations or tyrants.
I don't care about the war. I don't care about White Street. I just don't want to kill people anymore.
That's fair.
You taking up a contract in the Undercity then? Trading in a rifle for a wrench? You know how to fix a repulsor?
It's not that hard, actually. Sure, it takes some time, but really, once you figure out your basic physics, it's not...
At least I didn't have to shoot a look the kid's way this time around. Alex did it for me. Nellie shuts up, but I can't help shooting a nastier look right back at the aethoneer.
I don't know. I can't go back. You know they ground deserters, right? They won't waste a bullet.
Aethoneers support their own, but you have to know you can't stay here forever without signing.
You wouldn't be the first deserter to stay, but we still work for Eli.
So, what am I telling your mother?
She can't know I'm here.
And them? They know you're here. Alfie's hosts stare grimly from behind him.
There's a standing order from the top to execute anyone found harboring deserters. Every moment you're here, you put us at risk.
Don't worry. If you sign the contract, honey, you'll be protected. We'll get you the terms you need.
By the torn expression, the fugitive soldier knows what he needs to ask me, but he can't. He ran away to avoid death, and now to live, he has to convince the world he actually died. I'll let your mom know you're safe, but I won't tell her where. She'll know to stop looking for you. My words wash over him like a soothing ointment. I just took away one of the hardest decisions he could have made. Hope it was the right one.
You better know what you're doing, Gia. If a gang of white caps show up here...
Thank you. I don't have much, but could you give her my signing bonus? I'm not going to need it here, and I'm worried about her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, kid.
Well, I think that went about as good as it could have. So, we'll have to break the news, though, to her. And we will do that in the next stream, guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. If you like the stream, like the video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.